Emredudu nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo o so to mfaako sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutumwa eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV. Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Safidi kitoya etimimpo e show botomi ebwa ma uhunu sugar level abribia. Wana ho diabetes anayarea hodwa emma sugar level. Esote wo brano no. Safidi ebe bon kaye baby bia wo bia no wada won so akohu doctor ntem na wo dry betimi ma blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select blood glucose monitoring system, you get your test results in 5 seconds. And you 5 seconds per now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Na ne boso de the form of Call Costless Ventures now on 0205-915-315 or Green Select Glucometer. The best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Way Friday feeling right here on Sammy Flex TV, and you know that when we sit on Fridays like this, it is obviously going to be very exciting, informative, and educative as well. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. Now around the world, tell them that we are seated to do what we know doing best, that is to talk about more show business and analysis. I know my guys are here. They are getting the accolades and the bashes at the same time. Yesterday, I'm not really going to redeem our because I cannot see. Oh my goodness. But me something I don't understand them. Why is it that say Obi kindness of the name you almost comedy? But it rather tells war. Can emphasize.
Sometimes, in fact, to say I could no can say. Say Endra, we were talking about.
Sometimes that you were the guy on the chopping board. Omudi to papa.
Oh, yeah, got something as them.
And only regard to do.
Okay, reality, music reality as them. Like it's for baby.
To this on the moment then answer.
Yeah, that's the name the okra.
But can we satisfy all our followers?
Not at all.
Because Charlie, sometimes it will be the emotions
fans once a fans woman a day. And you ain't satisfied. Some no bar. Where then can say that? A bit
the emotions like my emotional about it. Send your back canon, the way on back about it.
In fact, you cry at a platform on the platform. Sometimes send me banner a benwa. Volume now they can listen. And I say, far away, so volume now they can listen. Oh, we are human beings.
So we cannot run away. We cannot run away from our biases.
No. We all do it at some point in time. We all do it.
I see. All right, no problem. It is okay. We understand it is not all the time that we can satisfy you, but we will only do our best to make sure whatever we're doing will also go down well with you guys. So welcome Friday. This is the very final day for the week. I am Mojaye. Baby. So usual suspect on your screen, your favorite man, Chemo de Bimu Filino. I Chemo Mushedenya. How much did you Alright, so Extreme Left is Intigno Solomon, aka Chemo, IT consultant, YouTube expert, and he's here on Sammy Flex TV as well. And Roland Amate is an event promoter, event organizer. He's a publicist and a promoter. And Nana Reagan is Beef Nation president. He's also a promoter. He's a publicist and he's here as a writer at Sammy Flex TV as well. Mimi Din Sammy Flex, Chairman General Bakope. Babieu. Mini Chiska Mini. That's me here to well, thanks to Digital Rasta Currency. He is running affairs behind the cameras. Our director is Richie Flex and producer is Yao Lapiji, aka King Lapiji. And we getting support from MC Barima, Gideon Nilam Tessin, as well as Sexy Don Don. Now, Sexy Don Don to whom pants eye fresher. Our face is the latest porn star in. Hey, Sexy Don Don. I say Arabic native. Arabic native.
Yeah. In fact, system kakra.
Hey, and aerobics he man for the World Cup.
This is my thought. I want friends saying.
Na one shot. I did bet you no. Sorry, bet 7 no. Whenever not for 7 na she ankoso. Well. That is just by the way. And Ebrason. Let's start the show. You can also be part of this particular show. Remember, say, also opinion, whether good or bad, account and match show the show. So feel free. Yes, we are also analyzing your opinion just as you analyze our opinions. So just see it as such. Now, but still, we want to read from you. Share the link with your friends, and let's do this Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. Now, what I want us to start with this morning, in recent times, Enipa Bibromo complaining about abuse. I'm a minim the baby a president ko kan anymore, but my producer tells me he was in Cape Coast, na Cape Coast for anano, and now ko kan say krom work of e kan mo my ni bibra. E kan o my ye omo pa ono na o kan ho bi. Also ne dikana. Daddy na boa. But the who here pan ye Efya odo enene nansan ni nra ye ensem bia etoto no eno the who here pan. Now there is a tweet to explain that. A very read tweet nothing yahwe one or two biomo so can the same thing. Now president did now be chat to because no there. In fact, me to make a man for Casentiano, but I know the responsibility can say that so. And our responsibility so uncle yeah. But because of the responsibilities on him, definitely he also get more of these attacks. But let's read a few of those tweets. Similar things so yatimia di hunkobo. Oshe we are or say I'm strong. Na AFD
as fuck.
Oh. Okay. I say I'm strong as fuck, but it is hurtful when you all tag me with all these names. A footballer is in town and you all keep saying I'm gonna be the first person he fucks. I'm here putting my life at risk and I'm here putting my life at risk for a better Ghana, and you all do is attack me and make me feel like crap. Shaking my head. You all won. Now, Dietia, I'll see you all won. They say, I'm starting attacks. A brother Chelsea player. I was afraid of Hudson,
Yeah.
Hudson, ever Ghana, Hano. And I Ghana, me need the JV don't go on. Oh, I did for another. I did for no betting up with the guy. Oh, Mom, show me if you don't know the day. I did for Nakasao. Yes, a bit more corporate for. Almost more corporate. Over the TV are not packed. You know, I feel how don't that same control them say man for Kaya ma. O Johnny free Twitter. Emu ye din no na also Johnny free ho na o hwese ne obetimi agina ne na so ana. Anche Ahuofe Patri so ne dia ba say ye kromu amompa de. Mano ya mutimi ya manfo mutimi manfo ho emre. I say Ghanaians are so abusive. Shaking my head nodding inside. See this nitia ni ya. I Ghana for mutimi ya manfo sa. And also I see our sister Wendy Shay. I don't think they have been one day we break and the Miami. I say we have a lot to fix as a nation. Can we also fix cyberbullying on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram? Doomsday needs to be fixed, but personally, cyberbullying has done me more harm than Doomsday. Oh. not say hashtag fix everything, including cyberbullying. Na ebani say na fe nkomo no ayare ho kakra because nanka omo kanka me expect so kwadwo bi bepie mu kwadwo ampie mu ya bepie mu ya wampie mu. I say those who are suffering more are our ladies, and then the man near arehono. The ladies are always at the receiving end. Now, what is the solution out of this? That is the only question I'm asking this particular session. What is the solution? They are going through it. No one here is a health counselor. Now say, Rebecca say, okay, come on, counseling. We don't have any counseling session. The only thing we can tell them is to develop thick skin or to be strong. But is there an end to this? What is the solution? Ebia, mefa Chamo start here now. I say, "Beti me can be a boomer." Chamo, from the extreme end, yeah, starting now, yeah, can be.
It's sad, but enye Ghana and Kwana sad we were.
Okay.
Siama abrofoni de oma come oma taking steps at least to help it small. It's difficult to fight it. And in ba omo de oma taking action, young crop for our hands and so maybe, but yeah, baby a free banner, and yet say be internet to buy and a bullying here started. Just say your man a new name because about internet is because we are also on the net. That's why. Your school muna obi eta sresre. Okasa on person no more that sresre wa afi etimima or confidence from mean kasa okasa no more no a form of bullying in Libya. Omutimi ye ma akrabio okasa on go school so on could be because go school and
the best
your best no. Apart from physical one na ebi o go school obi bono ne ade no. Ye obi o ha ye sere no okasa o me say na ebi ade we okasa no sere ne ye sere no. O ye bibia enti no bullying ni de bigger scope. Just say we mo ye celebrities. Ena BBC here to omo ena focus is on them ena there ya say in this case bully omo mo bully a man for no tell who they are hiding behind
the internet
ena omo di bully a man for it's so sad. Now I'm very happy say Efya odo at least for once or can yes all can now all can BBC as a member be a member man a member or more best of a bill do na emma out emeka because they have
to show their weakness
strong if you although I should say or you're strong even the message start to cross say I'm strong as fuck but we did the marrying like like this time around there you guys are hurting me and the okandis are Obon say ebema ebi a remorse kakra ebi be remorseful na omo stay back but bullets now omo dey I say you mudin in there they will continue to do it and the omo no sa no and I say ye pe emre bia outside Ghana there another abrochiri there ye wo loss bi wo ha say who bully bia they can report you and you will be in trouble.
Okay, but now in Ghana to our cyber crime department is active.
Yeah, but do we have laws? I'll be yes, the better charging.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. No, so Omatimi Abie department amano or the police service mudie. Ombenya a law to fight it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the level I Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, omunyana aye the umbitimi. And the best that they can do. And they say omobeka say so be buliwa report nipano. And I say block nipa no and I say mute nipa no comment don't nipa no encounter bia say the bear bully no at least
okay
I've a reporting no na say meet me am taking out of our platform because it's against their community and guidelines na yeah and it's sad and I want to obeka na Ahuofe Patri and so Eddie Biabetus Wendy Shay and so the Biabetus omo mo bully a man for no one thing I want to say they are not better than omo bully omo always say oh yeah investigation akonu ma o to know say omo no cry no omo ho chere omo chen omo pick it on them then there are some people they have fun just bullying people and to me I think as I said they should just develop thick skin. Now, fan fight to be. I think so. No more option of talking to psychologists and now counselor.
They can do that.
They should go ahead and do that because and easy. We bullying. I think me happy now. Will be a kunyo. Happy now. Will be a confidence. I drop here. They say any other thing. So it's not a good thing. And at the end of the day, I think the best that we can do is a catch a man for say, yeah, should
avoid it.
Obi or yes, or I was so blue or yeah, no drinks or having fun or picking on somebody, you jokes. That's the panic says, I joke we have me and I'm not happy.
It's an expensive joke to me.
Just stop it. Once stop here, you are now bullying the person. It's no more a joke.
Okay.
Bullying.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Chamo. Now, Chamo starting come on. I'm sure say we hate it like that. So far, Amir who said, say you have to also build up yourself a little bit. Now, I say bit me overcoming some of these things. I mean, call Roland. I'm at one. I'm say, Ru, what's then out of the account?
Well, I think say it is true. For say a bit idea. When they buy a current means, now you are at for. And you know, say big iPad and yet and yet possible. So what we can do is to petition our laws, your friends, our constitution to enforce more or tighten up if there is any punishment for that. Tighten up the punishment so that at least it can deter other people, and the law should be stringent. As in any fast na and teacher amount for. Yes, and we should also encourage people. Like the moment you feel say you are being bullied, when you pick on somebody, sometimes it is a joke to you, and it could be something that probably you guys do on the internet. But when it gets to some level and the person decides to let you know, say, okay, you are overstepping your bouncer, and you still want to go further, now it becomes bullying. Therefore, we should know how to educate people on the facts. Okay, this is joke. This is where you draw the line. And if you overstep, this is the consequences you have to suffer. In TNS, we should just educate people who are the receiving and say, okay, now these are the laws that are covering such instances. And when they are educated, now they will know it's okay. So these are the authorities I can report to. Just like child rights, now if there is a case against the child, people know automatically, say, like at least they have an idea of who to report to. Same as the cyberbullying. So be now say, okay, this one there, it is affecting me this way, and probably I don't like it, and the person keeps on doing it. Yes, say I know, say people hide behind even fake accounts to do some of these things, but then we have cyber security laws and even the cyber security system here in Ghana, which is very, very strong. Which say we are tracking these people, they can be able to track to the core.
Okay.
You know, if someone there now, the people can report, okay, this account or that account is yes, with hardcore evidence, just like screenshots at their day, you report them and they take them on. And we your security service, no. When you are there, probably yes, they might probably say oh, Muna just like say no more Muna entertainment for when you with social media. Most of the times that is the case. They feel so okay, trending no money out there. But they don't know psychologically what that is doing for you. Maybe the person is an artist when the Shay or record it, but meanwhile, instead of people and you might release an album, I release it fresh. Instead of people focusing that energy normally trolling on social media on that album, they are rather probably looking at the skirt to be and using everyone to be fabricating maybe any pictures be the bata. So you break the person down psychologically, so to concentrate on now it becomes another burden for the person. The person would have to now go and seek external help. And for you to seek a psychologist, you say it's Kasem. Under whose account? On one account. Now you are causing problem for the person to spend money on planning a survey, which is very, very bad. The education would have to go down, especially from our cyber security experts, so that they will know how to educate people who are being bullied on social media or on the internet, so that obi ye sana or feel somewhere on who to report to. Because I know say if they know the appropriate quarters to report to. I'm sure saying most of them
but of course your rehabilitation centers.
Oh yes, they do. You know, just like child rights, no one say it had to take somebody to go and report to say Equiapin Polo to them before they took the case on. International science say Obi and report here. They have the facilities. I want the office GP any free Korkor. You should come and report so that they will take the case on. Wow, no facilities in there or abide their channels, but at the end of the day, no.
One ma.
We won't pass over here.
Okay, Roland, I'm about to drop some keys. Now, my main also, what are you also telling us? Showbiz Daily still talking about cyberbullying and abuse. Send a makano. Cost industry name. How do we prevent this? Nana Regan, my main also Becca.
Well, I mean, this cyberbullying thing, I think it's a big war we are seeing in our area.
Global war.
Global war, yes.
Coronavirus,
very dangerous. Now, I think first of all, I will advise all public persons.
Good.
They should like keep their they should be mentally fit.
Okay.
And the first thing, one can find a way and always make sure that you are mentally fit
and strong
to face the public. Because you won't grow for more. In fact, some of these social media users are only or social media. And on the motive, when they say, who say, oh, be savage response,
yeah.
Echo viral. Into no, so they're saying it so no, or sorry, on a part from an Patri, you know, Facebook or tuning now, or them crofwa, or more loud, or more numbers, no one more post, I say, or one more tweet, I say, no, or more savage response. In quantity, any about could be wow. Now call reply pet. Now bloggers are screenshot it. Now more their yes.
Because that is what gives them happiness.
Yes, and then they more happiness. Until you be more there, almost super Facebook because you ask yourself like, for instance, they are told prior
yeah.
Yes, ask yourself. They motive pan as or buy. Remember what you oh data or phone so what could be post as it. And your first time and your second time. So what to any sniper back so say they be can say me ya chem then and the unim ni wen on social media meeting that only then e ma enti
what do we
oh your baba be my podcast
only no say ya me case be we are kodi ne boy bia na
no nim na o meeting with them
business
bia
so we didn't see council
and this omo do so ba me say so Ghana say apart from bloggers na influencers na nkofo bi mo ye business on social media do na mugu social media na because most of them on no one timeline to post on position. It's only the answer on a microphone post as
or scouting for them.
Yes, no typing them be ya we yan kwa no be ya kakra no akoha no akoka nsehunu kakra. That is all they do. And me, I also beg the bloggers and the media say we shouldn't also give them that room, no. Let's not create that environment for them to feel satisfied. So I didn't really know me person me am pan so my hair ebia am ya crapo de me tweet no reply na your story or the way na your story. We should find a way to avoid some of the especially when accounts in the crapo no you can't even get details to follow up on the account.
Akofa kware bi no they are 20 profile.
No.
Yeah.
For instance, there's Kofi Baboni. No baby or sorry the na microphone be ye microphone sa na America say minimum say oh lapiji nie and na o share or lapiji account ni na lapiji ye me me person me ye ni bia me ma me know what yeah me feel no yeah but when you don't know the account you don't know who is behind it no I pay din fun bia keke no I pay picture bia to what aye no the yes the bia no say ono the answer ono the obe tram crowdfund pan kwa and sometimes we get some of the even the traditional media platforms they omo shout out ti otwa the man there why yeah we be our year shatawale and our yes akodiama aye gidi wo social media no course you know to na end the why satisfied. The media shouldn't give them that room, no.
Okay.
So we should also find ways and means to ignore ascribe your own now channel account very also in team don't do account in the number crowd people that service me a friend and that person who in the office crowd you can follow up. Let's ignore all those, especially those who don't even use their real pictures. I
know some people who have said Oba requesting not about profile no one who photo and now who real name about Chelsea 2 in as for you
Kwabena kunkunte. Me feel
Kofi punch.
Me feel. I will never accept you.
But what done for watching 2 CD?
What a piece
I don't say. Oh sorry, baby. No. Watch it 2 CD shit on
Hey, shout out to watching 2 CD.
Last bit I make a kind of so he you know say brother I'm not a he I'm she.
Some of them keep those names for fun. Yeah, I'm keep it said and in fact, bullying in the crib more here for fans. Say they
of course, that's the bullying. That's what
people. We should also check some of these things for the celebrities because someone almost suffer bullying in the bar.
Okay. Thank you, Nana Reagan. I'm the first topic, you know. Yeah, they are Goku. Now, me just say also what you mean. But then there is something I want you guys to know. That one area essentially Obia air fortified, Obia air strong mentally, physically, and even spiritually. Social media. I'm still campaigning for this. I still think that social media should be, if not a course in our schools, it should be some chapters in some particular books. Say the social studies negusu ye. Yes, say religious and moral education be negusu ye. I say be a biano almost 4 topics via a capture some activities on social media. Before our children will grow from teenage into adulthood, no, how the lifestyle on social media should be lived. Say, I need a sanny Janice, a Becca cry a Maya woman, Obama best items are quite a good pambo Pia to me and for me. I didn't hear on his or her timeline, and then who was social media, no, it is killing her. Yes. On his timeline, Obama and Papa were car. Or who said no, the papa nyeshe because we who despite our fleet of cars.
Yes, the papa more bra.
Yes. And now who say hey, obedient the papa, ye ma kwanya holidays and ne summer holidays. Oh Dubai, South Africa. On any school. It also no one pa could be who ne post now already affiliated abroad crown. Why yira? It affects such people even their confidence. Yes. Their confidence to move. I know some people like that. Brilliant people. But because of something think. In fact, on my yam will be on crowd or be posting on no photo cross social media.
Yeah, so caption.
Yeah, because of who am I from there? I'm on my studio and near my editing. Chemo, I don't know what you think about this. Making social media either subjects or courses in our schools.
Yes. It's a good call. Like that's what we should be doing by now, because it's a social media no any about now is part of our
yes.
Girls in our crown. Social media now more victims. More target praise.
Yes.
No more target. Almost send a message on the moment you money and that day. And in the yes, a course I was schools. Especially secondary schools.
Yes.
You cry.
Yeah, I think secondary schools should be okay. But then when back on the and that was when they also tried to have accounts.
Now yet, like I saw the
account for the junior high school.
Any bad thing.
And they also started junior high school.
Yeah.
So many accounts from junior high school.
Oh, like junior high schools for
oh
yes.
And I maybe small girl. I didn't even know someone a small girl. She came direct into my inbox to propose to me. Oh, pay beef nation.
I swear to when she know.
Oh, brass and many more that I can swear.
I thank God for life. I thank God for life.
Let me understand. I was just trying to investigate.
What was it?
I was investigating the account. And the boy, I pictures of me who was, and I didn't like it. And she kept me. That's another about Ubemu softly.
You are scared. Yeah, I also have that feeling. As our agenda.
Yes. It's your. Oh yes, I know. I'm yes. Okay, no. Let me just for some time. Let me investigate her. Until ma send son. I'm reply back. No, so I say I didn't come on. Then I'm okay. I'll find a number. Then number. My friend of far phone. I said no. Wait, small. You know me share the business. Of course, saying. I'm so saying. So I feel no about which will be easy. And that's a share messages I send me at home.
I'm not a brofon so.
Yes.
You know, Kwana band the brofo there.
Hey,
but the baby uses here.
In some manner, Kolane can nyama like when she meets me, the person name.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
By education system, no, I think or more rethinking na subjects be or hard to say about mistake. When time me go school no na eduma me now no it wasn't available. Me into say that time na me go school na obusa am say me nyina me there. And then me kind and ga share because within a short time na enema bi aba abesesa bibia ma enema esesa a baby before for and in the I think the authorities, you know, almost up to date, like almost who say new things are coming out. So more pushy for us to also know it. Say the bear a bit me a safeguard young crowd especially. Very, very important. And so I support you, say we have to fight for them to teach our kids.
Yeah, as early as possible. As early as possible. Else a bit me a game pan.
Me almost crowd now.
Okay. In fact, there is a related story. My friend, a related story because it is still about research, it is still about studies, it is still about what we are doing with our children and the fact that in Himani Biowa, it may affect children and their growth as well as their upbringing. Producer, Yao Lapiji Akofa a report Biaba. This report is a May 13, 2021 report. Now report and say UNICEF report says pornography not always harmful to children. May 13 report say enkwala ehwe agombia salute obusam cartoons video almost say ensheda enyo mohwe sa na me person me reading some 1 or 2 paragraphs bi pe na yemfa encommon into so person o call further reading it is there. You can also go research and do further reading on this. Or say, UNICEF says any efforts to block children from accessing pornography online might infringe on their human rights. UNICEF bases this claim on an expensive interpretation of the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. UNICEF also claims that asking for age verification to access pornography online may deny children access to what it calls vital sexuality education. It should be noted that critics charge comprehensive sexuality education is pornographic and harmful to children. Na me kaini nyina entiase me nyane se almost ma yemfa pornography niema entenkwara
no fine come
bi mpo a na kwara no o hwe no na o ye den osia ade afiri mu enti minim se African kwara ka hu of course omo betimi da shop ma ne ni bi tini se African kwara ka hu se abrofo manko a na agombia street no mu hwe bi no o se nya mo hwe. It rather builds their knowledge on how sex should be and this and that. Nana regarded my men had the experience no homo.
I was very
UNICEF takes down controversial report. Washington DC, UNICEF took down a controversial report from its website, and when it reappeared a few days later, it was carefully edited. The report had asserted that children are unaffected by viewing sexually explicit material. But the UN Children's Fund report, Assurance Tools and Children's Rights Online concluded that pornography may not always be harmful to children. The report suggested that children could be able to access sexually explicit material according to their age and maturity, and that children have a human right to access pornography online and through sex education. But still, the subject
by the focus,
yes, it's still the same.
What they wanted to put out,
it is still the same.
When anytime issues like this comes up and then you hear human rights,
as I Ashra,
when you see human rights, pet, Pastor, and found a baby I will can't call Kusi. Engagement. Rather, to some extent, we can say, I believe in giving children early sexual education. Personally, we believe we also had to like find a way and let the child know, say, I deal we say it. We say, be say, we yes, I be yes, and no, a baby one colano more than say, would the base yom say, a collego on my way new. You know, only maybe Upeja on South Channel say on Sunday, but Ubusana about Kona Opesa Ope before the Catahon and the catcher. But Anka ultimately find a way be catcher now, old channel the ultimate educating war at the chrono and one. I can no remember one knowledge in them more.
Okay.
The almost can. The baby, me, like how even. Oh, yeah, when you go on my you, but unya be more public, mu say yen China obia access ya. People abuse it. People abuse it because they say put it in mind. They say are they be? If or say you don't, what it means is that now you have to give your child a phone to access pornographic websites. No,
it's not by force. What they are trying to say is when they get the access, and yet provide access by all means, but when they get the access,
don't stop them.
That's what they are trying to say. Access to gadget, they don't have access to gadget.
To pornography.
Okay.
So right now, those
but let me support what Nana Reagan said. We say because we also believe that children also need this technological education and advancement. We also make some of these things accessible to them one way or the other. Yes. Even if not for like the long haul crampo now. More to okay, was you there kakra. Oh, so that let me watch cartoons. Because of who they see no share the area, what the manner and how. But other money, not say yes, you could share the beer no bit in Yasha.
Now, to me, can't answer because a human writer. Because from an early stage, Kokosim Pempen so bang. Rasa me nyanka anka
member has one.
Because you see our Korkor UNICEF video. I say, what it means is that Okrapo Kanagana Hana o prevent Oba from having access to it. Say if you access and say the brass American, what tablet a man and mass of offense you are there. Now a Nebia Adela bo
on pop.
Now or to no or Celestia. Oh, the brass and let's go chop. Would you tablets say, oh, my name is you are denying her access. I don't know
there was a tablet in a one there. And then
what in her name? What in her name?
Well, anyway, but they are not forcing this on people anyway. But
the way I'm kind of chemo, me want to say yes, but who say directly?
Okay, no, you see the chemo can chemo what you are saying.
Okay, me no cry me. I was a bit surprised to say UNICEF cry they report to be saved out, and my reason is UNICEF aim cry the by United Nations International Children Emergency Fund. And our aim was to give food and healthcare to children in war zones. Baby a war are affecting crime. Na omu ye union say ombeji jiska ene ombenye aduane no mo de akoma san kranedi. But is it was eswating, you know, I think they have to refocus. Omu ye enema foforo. But research now about out now. I think maybe I'll blame UNICEF for editorials no omo ye editorials no say after the omo who say o edit be and omo di ka edibeto was ade ba kwa heading wo wiase pa social research. Social research and the money heading say you can't always control human behavior. Say the nipa eyo money man.
And based on what people have and what they don't have, their social life is always not the same.
And it do to me assumptions be and san why research no. And you know, o conclusion ne where a year obinya or reporter binya biane based on assumptions now here. It means our assumptions in free hope or research no nanado beka atonsu. And no way say no enkra be na omo ye omo. Thank you. Hinfa enom ye no condition be na no mu because sometimes oh yeah researcher the man here din pa no asema obebusa na riga no based on mood or wom no the
answer yeah
the same asem na obeba bebusa na da foforo one help be ma answer
different answer yeah
and no omo research no opinion and omo share and na say so clear say omo share opinion based on researcher or my me did say what kind of details now those things will come out any baby omo ye no ne conditions kra na nkra ni wo mu a omo di busa omo questions ne ade ni nyina ebe ka ho enti no research na enye say ebe apply to bia ebe apply to nkra be based on certain conditions obeko detail akokan no bon say conditions ne nyina beba
okay
and the way is just obi opinion why assumptions be there because obi to bet me akanta no waka say what is the effect of encroachment exposed to pornography on na yes research no yenya yemfa ntoto ho hwe say
should we really allow their human rights yeah
na you bet me aka say okay now the debate will start from here Obia research say it doesn't really affect them and even sometimes it helps them. Yamo obi so research na
the after effects.
Oma enkra omunya early exposure to pornography. E dey na to omo e dey na see here. Omo mental state et say omo behavior et say. E ho nank you betimi aka we. Enti me research ne dey a good piece as in academic worker obi atna say why assumptions bi aye na waka. But I don't think that at this point, you know, now you good say a beba out because you need counter a ibia and as a omo ye no details ni my who say based on these conditions and I'm a day can't say no because obia or no or tikromu ha ye need access to psychologists, counselors, ne one now o man ko pornography na onya negative impact.
Yeah.
In fact, the way I cry any makasa about sex education and the cry and it's not so cool.
Yeah.
And you know, my cry I mean, how do you educate a cry say debut whether they are for fun because pornography or muyi baby or a fantasies. Or more doing a say and can be vivid to me. I see you not or more dear bako. Typical example here, share pornography now obi mother and step son was a mother and daughter fucking men funny say a real a fantasy and or more and in fact incest cry is against nature apart from law more for incest incest by
nature is against it
it's not cool the man in your cool say one unya and be what happens is that all the negative mummy no more no manifest so munya crossing other people are the best ones no emerge the best genes in you emerge the best genes in the other person no omuna eba out na the any good no I hide it and no your recessive genes and your dominant genes enti ebia se o ebia o ye fair na onu obi a oye dark echo wa obon say akra na ye fair because fair gene no and ye dominant at that point ebia o ye short na no obi oye very tall echo wa obon say akra no be ye tall because tall gene no and ye dominant but sa obana wa wo no onu betimi aba be wo short person because a hide at that time it is okosia obi na say onu mumie enu mu nyina mo short then na short na pi so based on this knowledge I want say oni unua ana oni wo sibling bi ekowo a that tendency of you guys
your likes na
mu nyina ye pe entino sa recessive genes na nka I hide no etimi pie because mun na the same thing na ti mu me no ye shorta na na de entino say wo akra ne hwe movie na ore say bia brother and sister fucking I don't know no ahwe won ti ase e be den na wo knowledge be na wa ade ko kira akra no mu say in real life no it doesn't happen because natural ikra nature cries against it. Meanwhile, every crowd cry no wouldn't need knowledge now obey church much of banny. And you know, research no more. I think the service by not giving us the conditions, assumptions. Research we ever out.
Alright, so Wendy, your Africa, your best na yahwe send a bit me apply sa education way and sa research way and nay Africa obia home papa no uko introduce oba tisane manema way in tem na da cha ho check akraba be bako no jina circle na de obomwa siwa gede Roland ka de na yanko
because already sir classification movie classification with regards to even parental guidance ni nyama wo ye screen so and the crown imponi ehwe wansem kan we and almost the research we have because now I am asking say okay now what is going to happen to SAR classification, how we classify okay this is explicit for adults, this is all good content for children now how are you going to do it? Simply because of human rights. Because you see, I know TV crana, even some of the televisions now or gadgets that are coming even have automatic adjustments. Ubetimia said to say, okay, at this time, no, akolani soma, it can automatically tune say, okay, niyama we unkwa ne be.
Nimse recently crana chemo say your YouTube for kids.
Yes.
Utimi set here, Obama crano phone YouTube was yes. Utimi share any other thing apart from children content.
Exactly.
With her age or his age
into
bracket
consideration.
It is see as any money in that. Yeah, the baby. Against some human rights we are saying
well just really be trouble. I'm not sure it is something the world will even embrace because as a matter of fact until say ubenyi never be brewa on tiase
maybe say education the kraminya understanding ni my like akolani benya education say the ye fall ba and I said then
no so I will say when it comes to sexuality sir yewo papa wom and yewo boni wom as much as him say okay your understanding who is obema ni bema boni that is your understanding and obi so the ofele say papa obema ni bema papa sakwara no ehu na so no so okay wait to say ya growing up no abetimi decide because in all this human right the one person be so force you obi
like what do this
force you be no aye there hope it money package okay ensuo ni ensanie edu Friday menum there menum sa
Kevin there am fancy anga
ensuo ni ensanie Friday ni then menum sa now one more unko na we decide e bia na dia be share unsa so that is what it is but I'm sure this is something maybe everyone, as much as we are living, we will have children one day. We all need to do our further discussions on this. And like Chemo said initially, no one is forcing anybody to do it. But based on research there addition aha addition so any nyansa enyepe addition knowledge and nyansa wisdom so be na enyepe de bia na man for fin say enyepe da ye nyansa and your knowledge ye nimdie and ye nyansa aha so you have to understand it that way. Now moving forward no. And then come on in now, yes, lie, nibi. And then feeling Friday, into Luna, yes, sister, the other chain, cook ne dormant foods. Say yendi na yenre na yenye fine. And then Manu send a ning na chaguna, sister Eva Diva, kana Eva Diva, kana ujamisha. Yeah. Or say near Friday there when him say Friday feeling there and then yes
landlady.
Less stress landlady. Into a bread a dormant food. Say yan fa cook nka ho na yan we na mum ana sugar ne dust do. The bet we your black label here. No they account. No when you cook baako black label baako juma no asia no Eva, thank you so much. God bless you for thinking about us. We appreciate and the best chili. The best chili. I find it the best chili. Now I say Abena Korkor can who be. Now I say Abena Korkor sema district the other bad there. Hey, it was Shay. First, she has condemned some activities of bloggers. Of Felice Ghana bloggers, Jumano Mundino, and Koye. Now after that, no, and they were releasing some apobi. Na pona wa releasing it there. I say a main man with me at a friend any of my skills. Serious. In fact, video with me sharing now, but by this time I meant to Nana Regan do this BBI. Maintain listening here. But so far my circles no, you clean. No, we are clean guys. Many be the Ajumana. And then material. Husband material. How many yards?
5 million yards. 5 million yards.
Okay, friends, so let's look at her position on blogging or bloggers in Ghana. Not a year. Salatu Le Poisono. Let's watch this and be right back.
This is what I wanted to talk about. So I think Delay's show is very therapeutic for me. I have done a lot of interviews talking about myself and mental health and these men, but there was all of them were like, you know, fault finding. It was like I was always in a defense mode. So I never like really just spoke my truth, because it's like you're talking to people who are looking for like potholes in your dialogue to just make money off you using their headlines. So I was very cautious. I was afraid because these are people that I empower. Recently, when even I was told that I'll be coming on the Delay show, yes, Kojo Youngson, you know, I mentioned his name some years ago, that we had sex. Yeah, we had sex. Yeah, it was fun. I think I wanted more, but to him I was just like, you know, a big bum that he's having fun with. I think he was actually dating Nanaba, Namoa, and I think also fucking Lydia Force at the same time. Yeah, I just hope like the two women knew and they were okay with that, because Nanaba is older than Kojo Youngson, so I didn't really see any marriage there, but they wanted like a very respectable let me use my word, companionship. So what would I say about yes, back to the day's interview. It really made me feel free. Like, all these years is the bipolar relapse that I had no control whatsoever what was going on with my body. I did not know what was going on with my brain. It was like I was not human anymore. I could see myself as a spirit sometimes. I could see myself as like a water body sometimes. Hallucinations that come with bipolar disorder can be crazy. You people just saw me posting, a video of myself dancing in my lingerie, and if we were in such a hypocritical society, that would not have even been any issue. But these bloggers who don't carry any value in their work, from Deborah, Zion Felix, Sammy Cades, whatever, like all of them, in Kokonsa, all of them, they don't carry any integrity, they don't carry any truthfulness, they don't carry any positive cause. There's no positive cause at the core of their blogging. So they have to spread news of negativity, news of strife. Look at the like the headlines. Like when I take my pictures, look at just look at the headlines they give me. Bad girl from UCC, done this, done that. People who write those stories, they have ruined lives. They don't have a heart. If you had a heart, you would know that that girl is someone's daughter. That girl is someone's sister. That girl is just a student. Have we thought about what our stories about her would do to her in her quiet moments? Even imagine if this happened.
And come away, and come emotional. I am comma or can be also you're careful. I am comma or can not wondering say be dachi and I had the iron. Na I had dream baby because na me be such a more since say ya na be akosi ni wudemu and also a bit me better based on a nipa one home or no so man home kwan a bit me better and I make us okay. Then I pray say it becomes better, because as beautiful as she is at this stage, in fact, when you know now Ben in so many ways. Now let's watch video part 2. Yeah, show video part 2 the na fe made commanding in our mom, because the video part 2 actually talks about some sexual escapades. On a bimo anya I don't so all che. Now, for information, this is not the first time Abena Korkor is talking about her sexual escapades. She's done this before. Now, this time around, the details may be very solid. Into the second part of the video, no. Now, it made in common a chat to and start a weekend.
I say again. Delays. I say again. Delays interview was therapeutic for me. For the very first time, I could just say, yes, I fucked these guys. Yes, I fucked them all. Like, I fucked them all. KOG, Sammy, Maya, Kojoyan saying, Liz Bill Kami, I fucked him before. She's not so good in bed. KOG, Sammy, Maya, Kojoyan saying, let's this Bill Kami, I fucked him before. She's not so good in bed. Victoria Lebanese husband, Nkonkonsa. I don't know, I can't get myself to fuck him. But gosh, that guy likes pussy so good. Like, you are married now. Every day you're in my DM. You want to come and see me. You want to come and see me for what? As for sex, me and you, it won't happen. It won't happen. Unfortunately, when I met you, I think one time KOD saw the two of us working together. And I was saying, hey, what are you doing with my small boy? Since I don't make you with this show, what are you doing with my small boy, Eugene? See, it just stuck in my head, like it just registered in my head, like if I ever fuck this in cancer boy, if I fuck Eugene in cancer, like it will hit KOD. And like at that time, it's like KOD, like we had me at that point in time, I felt I was in love. And he too, he made me feel like he's in love. And he always used to say that, okay, he's bipolar like me. And he's a Capricorn and I'm Aquarius. So January born, so I've realized that I really connect like on a different level with January borns. My first boyfriend was a January born. Like it took a very long time for me to forget that motherfucker. But I've forgotten him now. I'll tell you about him later on. So it's I'm a bit lost. Yeah, so that was the first time I was like, you know, I could say from the like top of my chest, yes, I fucked them. Yes, we fucked. Yes, we fucked. And so what? Like, why should I be criticized? If anything, first of all, people should just mind their business. Yes, I fucked like over, maybe I'm getting close to 100 guys all my life. But mind your fucking business.
The matter of photo. Accepted Diloto. That regarded integrity. And I regard it a good tea. Yay! The five boys are ready. Let's see the baby. You did this list and subsequent lists. You did very dangerous. Wait, somebody was on your board dancing. We did not the funny team. Some of them are not going to zero. I can computer roll on a map. But Nana say a day now, can't say something now. Because I mean, and yes, say yes. David. I will host an a banner to be on a dear. Say, in Mobi or no more pan. I said, this is the right time. I was saying, and I made any corner. The mission of 43. Now, for when you call who ye pan or more banner. Say, meaning, I'm a panamation. I was saying, say, it's a pet bear be man or not. Only bear man jelly, I'm obey okay. Be beer, bet no certain bear man one in chain. The opebia and bear man bear man. I know so bet me a bois. Ama the problem no I'll cough for man I say if you crap on be waiting me minimize a crap and any bibi sam man. Because that's I mean in some of the Canada me person me touch on Zion Felix and then blogging integrity who has some na to some extent me name ya adwen pa see I say we are simono but you do pempen so bia nipa edidi wo nipa ho nti nipa ndwen nipa ho That's a deep statement you've made.
Yes. nipa didi
akasem dindindi pa ho
yeah so
nipa edidi o nipa ho se nipa enwe nipa ho
dabe se
se o say na o say no obi
Basa me any accident is here.
Oh, that was too dope.
Obi yi ni camera video.
See the
instead so obesh
akwa so ni bi nipa ni mu e bi asata nipa ni ntimi enwu ye kra twa na koto nchen aye say oh uni first aid knowledge bi a wetimi aye bibi asa na ya fra ambulance na se ka bi ama abe so makono nipa da se ne be jan obetwa akoto YouTube kra sa ye commentary wo so be he so tuom krofo bi na mo ya mudi moto ba ko na mu na ebu no e de na si etu na oda ho no na ti so
o 1
wa kan semogu so ama krofo ba be hwe na boso me so YouTube papeti aneka that's an area who but odu one some krofo ekwe me so blame o me nya yo because
dem ye ne nya so tin blame o
no permission or class am say lady a kan sempa but o blame krofo is saying the juma o ye no that is how the money comes, that is how he gets the views and no na krofo omo di nachi no eno no omo pe sa content ni sa nyama no na oye ne de bia on regular basis nkofo be hwe amotimi enyi sika enti sa nipa no blame ni sesen mo onye ejuma biem onjai blogging ejuma oye
because on publishing am out
yes and I say onye ne sen because brasa me de bia me blame Ghana for kakra nkofo bi ntimase Ghana for e wo suban bi say enye say kromu a good journalists and I say good writers anyhow.
Yeah.
They are here. Some of them have platforms. They are writing good articles.
But they won't
any sensitive, any controversial. People will not go and read.
They won't mind you. They won't
when you even post it on your time, they will not share. They will not like it. They will not do anything. But post what Abena Korkor is complaining about. And you have 10,000 numbers. Then you see what one number so it's a throw beer.
On never friend.
Yeah, friend and I read no, you best friends on the panel.
Yeah.
The time there was any panel koso. Omu wi ana mo say so be say Abena Korkor ya no edi ni ya o cassette asade. Ya won so nkofo be bro mo be say twam ho aba ba ye wo na. Why been say because of moral grounds. Some person me dwen obi ho. Headline ya me dey money pay kra.
About Phyllis.
To be a ben e didn't be come. That's a man ya. Sometimes when you are writing stories, you ask yourself, the way I make my story and I say, like, what is the motive? To be a man e didn't be come. First, no, now your trust story. That is solve a problem.
Yeah.
Give information and then also to solve problems. But you say a trust story
to create the problems. Wow. Nana Okasa, you are talking. Yeah.
That's
deep
me doing one. It is say baby ye akono. Anka me nim say anka ye nyako eni mu po na ke beti me realize that yes, na ke getting better on some of our ethics ni moral nyama bia ye some see akrapo dey say they see for traditional media na anka omo correcting nyama no onu so feed on the same thing.
They see our traditional media is also looking at numbers online.
That is the
and
thing.
It's about Facebook or person who 10k views.
Yes.
And as a nipa, otras now Kenya sasema unya 10k views.
That be.
I do didn't kwasi asema unya 10k views. So sometimes people deliberately yenyi keke na yenya views.
Because they no dey kana dey ehun.
Ana wakasa.
Ne kana e kana. Ana yesa na mo kana o.
Yeah.
Ne kana.
Okay.
Integrity ni hwana yo kan ni na no. Ebi akọ the traditional media space you get some one or two people we to point and say oh these people ometimi ayomo adwuma ama say efin bi ni ho. I say who here I will even use you as an example when it comes to the entertainment platforms. Some obi mu betimi atrase. Me have met that thing before people were arguing like obi betimi atrase like I say Charlie, Showbiz agenda, there's Sammy Flex, the show there. Utumu say, like a very educative. Analyzing issues, they tackle issues. But we're more there.
Also
na sponsors
but we are not moved. It still have to do. We have a legacy to protect.
Almost all you say like Kennedy. Any day.
Yes, so.
Any day, brother.
It's a hot part in the
a hot part.
Oma mapono. But I say like this bill so yeah there.
So yeah there. Wa bona ba me na say am na me let this bill here ya. I was say now kunko and I said now take advantage of. Yes, ukunu ya dey one from where.
Emma I want to say.
On say we
are on say that you on say imposi odi e crop person e be hu ono wife
say denti
say ya be kan bontin na obi a be hu say oh enti wo kunu nti wadi we da no da bi degrading man no enti no de
enti leke no so mo say
leke dem say le de ne ajo fa ni sa na Roland de ka say be say in case if you bra Eugene omo lebine asede ha no benya problem e fan say me say o fie yiji be boy me dey looking there me pay na onya sa bu ha ayi na say looking e lo de pa bon
to that's ave asebo e dey look by the car asem areho because sadly rasa everything to obia it can happen to anybody and Abena once it can be established that she's probably not in her right state of mind making these revelations, but it doesn't take away the fact say most of the things that she's saying ain't true. You know, when you are in this state, some of the revelations that come near Adia o assume nyama wa film and a playback to say television and I was so can nti ya na nye say ebia sebi o na adwemu na aka no o keke bibi keke. They are very, very true. I also touch on your friend is saying the parts with the media and the bloggers. Ya na uhwemu a one say nipa na nipa ya bone. Because at the end of the day, as a good writer, you can just spot somebody who is doing something good, pick the person up, write something good about the person. I send a story na man po so no anka sample be share story na crapo ya another issue.
Onye.
And so ma bibimbra scandal bimbra na pick story no. Na wo poye also allege like just do a reporting story on it. Say it is alleged, say so and so akoyesi. Obe screenshot say and the about social media be do attempt. That is where you feel say you've gotten his attention. And somebody who also wants to feed on that will always go on that tangent. So yes, we know say in every profession, in every field, you work now so hono. Legends. They will do it. But then we still have good people in the system who have made up their mindset. This is what we want to do good. Now for what she's saying, you know, say oh they don't write good things about her, good things. Last time I was telling somebody, say sometimes what we want people, aside the ones that maybe catch us unawares, most of the times as public figures or people in the limelight, what we want people to see is what we put out.
Yeah.
So sometimes we should also be very, 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 very careful the way we behave. Because let me use the recent example, Shatawale. When he confronted contractors, he was having his phone pointed at them and would try video. That means whatever he was doing, he wanted people to see. Whether good or bad, he wanted people to see. And if the other people or other news portals also report this about you, you would say every negative news there, then they will carry it. But meanwhile, you were the first person to put it out. Bibi ba now our time camera see with him. Bibi ba now our time you resort to social media. Meanwhile, there were other ways and you solve problems without social media. But then these people will bring it up on social media. And when these news portals carry it, and we know how to see it, Chemon can have infodemic. A name, fight it, pandemic, not infodemic, so name. Some are true, some are
false.
Some are false.
In fact, literally majority and they're false.
The queen. And how to see and how do you see or how do you draw the line between the good and the bad? Because you now to your .com, the neighbor, including the major, your friends said the traditional media Nankasa also endorsing some of these portals. You know, how do you see about them? So yes, when you now a lesson, sometimes and I will conclude by seeking help for Abena Korkor.
Okay.
You know, we as an industry, we as a people, we as a community, most of the time, people will say, we onyeme busieni, on family, on let something unnecessarily, quote and unquote, come, like hashtag free equipping polo come. You see people join the bandwagon. We've been able to do it over the years for some people. I would say somebody like Funny Face. Help was called on social media, and some people felt compassion for him and went to his aid. Somebody like Memphis say Okonfo Kwade. ABI now went to make the needed results. ABI, we are not privy to that though. ABI now went to make, but then through social media, most people have been able to get help from social media. So we can also use that same portal. My and say Ochina ABI nene obobo amanfo din o. Ochina nyame it could be something different. It could be suicidal. It could be a be obetimi ayi bibi obi ensusu. Ne abeka so and it's na hosa and she is doing this, we are talking about it, and no we obo we di ni abeka obo we. Meanwhile, we could have found some solution. Say ekoye do at the point say okay, let's even raise a fund to support him. That's and soon change industry, no?
Yeah.
And soon change industry, and this will even show how compassionate we are when it comes to helping people in our society. Okay. Indeed, say if we feel for each other.
Okay.
Yes, and soon change industry, we can do it. And money they be say be born into obi nkwaan e be ba betene soon because we auto see on be who amount for on be posting pictures.
All right, thank you so much. Finally, let me listen to Intim Dodu Solomon Chamo. Now, Efya Bibian Mary. Yes, Chamo.
Asomo ne kan din.
Ne kan din Chamo, ne kan din pa.
Ne kan din pa. E two sides.
Yeah.
Yenya enim say otiminya what they call episodes. Na okeka nsem bi. Enye say nsem na o kan enye true. But I think the Matia fa hono edru sa na omo highlight enema ato omo pesa amanfo tie no. Omo highlight no man no ba out more. And omo go through that episode no man, that's what they do. And sometimes on say why you be bida ebia obiti a how but on pese be out.
Yeah.
Na do this stage na okay cancer harding. A harding. Meaning say be cry you yourself on cancer bone di bit me akogina baby. Ene ne crofo ba kumi no be di nkoma ka say hey me nya Abena Korkor pa then they no account. E ho de baby a obit me account private. But all nye happy say Abena Korkor be ba out abe boni di account say de
yeah.
Money hard drink kakra. Na baby all pointing out say bloggers no omo any integrity na the kind of stories are omo ye no
it doesn't add anything. Yeah.
What did menene nyadwe the ma menene nyadwe ni say omo yes our stories no omo ye the amount for bepe. Either say Oman and the bar say this is what I have, take it. And I say Oman will say this is what the people want, let me give it to them. That's the way I work it. Elsewhere, like America say your TMZ, say Junso that's why a celebrity.
They will follow you.
Ombe follow what because as soon as see Junso,
they will follow you. Yeah.
That's what they do.
But everything you do.
Everything. This just a minimum kwa mo fa to kra nya sa man.
No, they just have people
and to do omo ye.
there are people who have targeted some celebrities.
Yes.
And you know, or the alama to Fiano, who's what to cut yeah. Yeah.
And they have very good numbers, huge numbers. Almost very influential in America. TMZ. And the only child say omo numbers are omo follow. In the same vein, CNN and to be political stories. And they will have a huge numbers of omo follow. In the market, you know, huge, big for everybody. And in the omo gossip stories like on concern Amaya Debra Zion Felix Obubo Mudino. They are not doing anything wrong. They are serving omo marketing. More negative story no. Anya hwekwa obi ayi ne ho kobiche. Eya monko kobiche ho.
Yeah.
And this kobiche enya numbers. Na Amaya Debra mu enya numbers. Na just still over out to say omo negative stories na me feel ma na wo wa kan so adwuma wo ho kakra. Because most start to say more mark kobiche numbers. Better than Amaya.
No, but unfortunately, yes. They are still controlling the numbers.
Controlling good numbers. And to me, the mechanics say a holiday they are doing their job and people are happy with it. Almost every market. Into almost every. Say a negative now go for the positive ones. Now, most support or in your opinion, would you say omo positive stories no? Na omo so grow because omo nyina grow a boa marketing.
Yeah.
Enunti the meta question I made be ma biem ne say Abena Korkor. Okay, this one no be wouldn't be a question, it will be an advice. Okay. I think say the family no. I don't know the Omayama no till now there, but I wish to say they will
do more.
They will do more. Yeah, and Kophobia, no more related or more something similar. It's not as huge as this one there, but say when your time now the omo baby man we interested in
money
omo timi live omo life as if bibia
normal.
Bibia normal.
Yeah.
But say we ja omo kakra bia na enema atantegu erindidi no me advice in the family ni say omo money nkono minim say omo money kono ho de but at this stage need the ACC need there, it means they have to do more.
Okay, thank you in team Dodo Solomon aka Chemo. The Ben said you didn't come on the base here because on a weekend Friday. I know so many people would want to hit the streets, some people would want to hit some places, pubs and things. Now Mutimiko winded down the week, which was full of stress. And then the end question because now your aerobics because I was xylophone media. Till I can't now pass out about the Odru Hano for me. I could do more room, maybe I don't register, but I'll still make sure say you can enter. Special thanks to Chamo, special thanks to Roland Amate, and a special thanks to Nana Reagan. Over the week, Oman hold the fort no. I'm making sure say information back up on thing. The buyer a day a 2 near Jamba in over receiving good faith. And to the production team, Charlie, wonderful guys. I know the week has been very newsy. They've given us all the gist and the fillers. Can I say next week a bit better than what we gave you this week? And subscribe to the channel if you've not done that. Thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, which reflects your Lapiji, Gideon Nilam Tessin, MC Barima, and a sexy Don Don. Said next time a sexy Don Don be screen so dear. Said June files about for this week in music departure. When starting a more recording sexy Don Don amount for the new hairstyle June series about to starting shooting June series no matter until me who there so I was for Michelle Eva Diva Sexy Diva aka Kanau aka disappointed musician 1
minute to be
Eva that's it we can do so you need a Doman food and our my cook account. So them kind next time now the black label Nico Kaba and Tina baby a coffee ice about ne your phone say ya akapima akapima No. Ọ̀nà ẹ̀rí mi náà ò ṣe ni.